Excuse me? Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. I'm Xavier. Today we're gonna be watching Doctor Who. It's episode 7 of season 2 of the Disney Plus version of the show. And yeah, last time we had Mrs. Flood by generating into the Rani, and also we had the Doctor and Belinda finding out about what happened on May 24, about the world exploding. It's now May 24, and the time traveled back to then, and there was an explosion, and also the Doctor's daughter, granddaughter Susan, she appeared, and yeah, so that's where we left off. And so this says it's at the Wish World. This episode, the Doctor and Belinda's return home becomes a terrible trap as old enemies unite. And I see Ruby Sunday on the what you call it again, thumbnail. Let's get into it. Bavaria, 1865.
Send message to the village. We thought no one was coming.
Ooh, the Rani.
But you were born lucky, isn't that what they say, Herr Zufall? Seventh son of a seventh son.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And lucky number 7.
We thought Jonas would be a wonderful name.
I think it's absolutely terrible.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, but I don't think his name is up to you.
I'm afraid it is, because I will be taking little baby. Dankeschön, you've done a very good job, but now he's all mine. Violette, isn't it? Such a pretty name.
Was her husband not doing anything?
Wife is Violet.
Oh.
Your child is the fountainhead of a power from beyond this universe. Waddle away.
Okay.
Like a wise old owl. Toot is to do in 160 years' time, with one very special wish.
Okay, well.
Morning, darling.
Morning, sweetheart.
Excuse me?
Stay.
Oh, I wish, but I've got to earn a living so that we can have a lovely life together.
Meow. Hello.
Oh.
Meow.
So that's
Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning, Conrad.
what is going on here? Clearly some kind of alternate reality thing. Though, I guess that's the name of the episode, Wish World. Oh, Millie Gibson, right. I saw her in the thumbnail, anyway. But yeah, that's kind of wild. And now we see why Captain Poppy was in the episode about the spider. Interesting. So, Wish World, Russell T. Davies.
Now, it's time for today's story. Doctor Who and the Deadly Wish. Once upon a time.
It's May the 24th.
May the 24th, the big day.
Mummy will cook a big pot of biryani. Is that nice? No. I've got it. Oh. You head off, darling.
Okay.
Is that the Doctor trying to tell himself something? That's why it broke?
What? You need to be careful, Kay.
Hi.
Hello?
Are you called the Doctor?
My name is John Smith.
Aha! That's the name. Like that's his old name from the classic Who, and also what David Tennant used in the Family Blood.
I'm sorry, but you don't have a daughter.
Oh my god.
Beg your pardon.
Did you say Ruby?
Yeah, Ruby Sunday.
Hello? I have someone expressing doubt.
Oh, Mel!
What was all that about, Mr. Smith?
Oh, never mind.
I'm single, no parents, no children, so I will sit in silent contemplation and be jolly glad.
Yay! Fun! Oh. Okay.
I ask you, how can anyone doubt this glorious world that we live in?
Yeah, how can anyone?
Anything, mate? Anything?
Time carries no favors.
Okay, and we see Shirley is out in the street because he hates people who are disabled. Okay, interesting.
If you two got together, she wouldn't have to work. It's undignified. You would be saving her. Way out of my league. Oh, she's not. You're a beautiful man. What's that supposed to mean? No, I'm just... You're a man. How can you find another man beautiful?
We have begun. Get to work.
Wait, is that Mrs. Flood?
No, it is not.
Companion at his side, but sadly, those days were gone.
Knock, knock.
Okay, I see what type of world this is.
Hello, Mama.
In Conrad's image. Okay.
She is getting cheeky. Plenty of time to drum that out of her. Good little girl, then good little wife, then good little mother. And as Conrad says, that's what we're here for. And Conrad is never wrong. Mind you,
Okay.
the birth of your only child, every mother remembers.
Yes, I know.
Because it's not her child.
It must have been... What was it, Emma? Day of your birth.
You weren't there for her birth.
When was it?
That's what happens when you doubt something. Oh, God.
Okay, yeah. I figure I got that. It's not the doctor only. It's specific to anyone in this world. When something happens that they're like, what? Then the mug breaks or whatever.
It turned out Doctor Who
wow.
wasn't the only one left.
She's so beautiful. I wonder who she is.
You're supposed to know who she is.
No, she just is. She is who she is, and that's all.
Okay, you're not supposed to know. Alright.
Mortadella.
Oh! That's Mrs. Flood.
Better than ever. Very strong doubts. We're even getting nines.
9999989.
Excellent. Seek and ye shall find.
Are they powered by doubt?
Obviously.
Oh,
Do they need doubt for what they're doing? People to keep doubting and whatever?
this, do that. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Can I cut your toenails, ma'am?
It's such a lot of hard work. All the thinking.
You're worn out.
I am a bit.
Oh wait, okay.
Work so hard.
So they're just using Conrad.
Very, very good job. Would I lie?
Yes.
Oh, yes, I would. The boy who wants the world to be better. A wish from the heart.
You know, same as ever.
They're using the boy to power. They're using the boy to power everything. Yeah, that's why she got him.
Now all he does is chuckle.
He's amazing. isn't he?
He's terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm not a child. Oh, you're my child in the manner of speaking.
Okay, are you?
You sprang from my loins. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. It's a shame these little people have to die. We'll find him.
Who's him?
He is him.
The one who is lost. Then the great work begins.
Time Lady knew they could be great friends. If only Doctor Who knew.
Intriguing.
Sorry, but is your name Shirley?
Ruby.
Yeah, you know each other.
Pardon me if I don't frisk you, but you seem very non-disabled to me.
Well, I could be taller, but yeah.
Yeah, but despite that, you're the same as us. You keep having doubts about the world. But why?
There is something wrong with you, my girl. Somebody put guzump on you. It's
Guzum. Oh, I love that use of that word.
My own mother.
Wait, I'm pretty sure the actress is Jamaican, so she definitely contributed to that line.
It all comes down to Conrad Clark.
I don't trust him for a second.
God, you too.
You
Arrested for saying things like that. Conrad Clark is a monster.
correct? You shouldn't trust him.
He's not disabled, so he literally can't see us. And if he can't see us, well, then we don't get seen.
How did Conrad become god of the earth?
The Rani?
I gonna bring down God. You with us?
Yes.
Oh, I'm in. I am in.
Of course she is.
A secret so old and so terrible, everyone had forgotten, but the secret was beginning to wake. Tables don't do that. I warn you, Doctor, this secret will change reality.
Okay, intriguing. That's why the glass breaks, cause the table like shifts some kind of way.
It's been a very long day. Why don't you come to bed?
Wait.
Pay attention, Belinda. Aha, I was right.
So?
Tables don't do that.
How do they sleep?
It's just the way of the world, John. They always have and they always will. Now stop it!
See?
Who said?
Rogue. That's his name, right?
I really liked it.
It's my husband. He's having doubts.
I'm sorry, Belle. I couldn't stop this.
Having doubts. Not good.
I'm sorry, Belinda. I'm so sorry.
You recognized your husband's doubt because you've been expressing doubt yourself. That's what it does, Mrs. Smith. It contaminates. It breeds. It festers. My job to cut it out. My job and my very great pleasure.
Nice. I also love that she just referred to as Mrs. Smith, not like her first name or anything.
Conrad is broadcasting from up there. And if this thing can trace the signal, what if we can block it?
Yeah.
What if we can cut him off?
Try it.
Like, I'll remember, and if I can remember everything, then I can remember the Doctor and the world that was.
The male will step over first.
Of course, the guy has to do. Alright. What is that barrier?
What about this? It's called the Seal of Rassilon. Tardis.
No, you haven't. What? Got a child?
Yep.
I beg your pardon.
Not your child.
It's telling us the time, but I don't understand why that's so important.
What's going on up there?
That's when the world ends.
Music!
Okay, the master that had the music thing and now the Doctor. No, sorry, the Rani. Cool.
Yes, I have a different face. My name is Varada.
He's remembering.
We
are the last Time Lord and the last Time Lady from the planet Gallifrey in the constellation of Castorberus. Is a lie. This whole world is a wish.
What are you even talking about?
Oh, darling.
Oh, so good.
I can't let you in. I don't trust you for a single second.
You told me I was nothing. So what do you think of me now?
Loser.
Desiderium, the god of wishes.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
We needed one more thing. Come on.
The one who is lost? And who's that?
Roughly the equivalent of
A billion supernovas.
Uh-huh.
remembering.
Yes.
Created a web of titanic power, ready.
I wonder if this has been 9 minutes since
Great enough
they said it was
amplify the wishes of a
23:51.
god.
Cannot wish a whole world into existence.
Exactly because you have
Doubt are not allowed.
Everybody has doubts.
Oh, she's got it. The doubts are not the problem.
What is the problem?
Doubts are the whole point.
Yeah.
If you question hard enough, then doubt can crack open the world. I need to tell you everything so that your doubt becomes all-consuming.
Ah.
Very doubt cracks open.
Because he's so... Yeah.
Time Lord's doubt rips open the structure of reality itself. Quickly, out we go. So much.
Ah. Okay. Very smart.
Farewell to London. Deep within the underverse, he is hidden, the one who is lost.
Tell me who you're looking for.
Omega.
Uh-huh.
Omega.
That's who was in my...
First Time Lord. The creator of the Time Lord.
Yes, he's remembering. And now he's gonna see... the entire...
The Doctor is me. And the Rani.
You can't do this.
You try everything to stop me, so I can't take that risk.
Smart. Very smart. She's good. Oh, she's so good. I love that. What?
Coffee is real! Do you know what that means?
Oh, I don't know what that means, but okay. Okay, so we figured out who Omega is. Wait, ignore that. I was getting ahead of myself. So that was Witch World. And I figured out who Omega is. And now we are trying to find Omega again. So Omega is one of the 3 founders of Time Lord civilization. Should have been Rassilon. And also the other would have been the third person. And what I've gathered is, okay, so we've seen Rassilon before in the Tenants, was it the End of Time, when we see Rassilon trying to bring back Gallifrey. The whole thing where the Master, where they sent the sound into the future, or something in the future, into the something, and the Master picked it up, and then that was being used to bring back the Time Lords, because it was in the last hour of Time Lord Society. Also, we've seen also seen Rassilon in the Capaldi, I think. Either it was Rassilon or a general. And also Rassilon was also in like the Classic Who, I think, I'm pretty sure. Also, Omega was in like 2 Classic Who shows, serials, which would have been the 3 Doctors, which should have been with the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Doctor, and also another later episodes on the Peter Davison's run as the 5th Doctor. Right, so he's a classical villain, and now he's been brought back by the Rani, a classical villain. Okay, so it tracks, it makes sense. So what has been long rumored about is that the author is actually the Doctor, and he was a founder of Time Lord Society, Time Lord Civilization, which tracks because the Doctor is the timeless child. So how it worked is that Omega was the person, so it's the one who figured out how to do time travel. It was like he harnessed the power of a star, and through that enabled the Gallifreyans to do time travel. So we've seen with the timeless child thing that the Doctor is the foundation for how regeneration occurs, because with that they can that's how they, so with that in effect, so what do we know about Time Lords? So they can time travel, they live long lives, and they can regenerate, because they can regenerate, and they regenerate if they're close to death. And yeah, there's like an ancient society type of thing, and they use the TARDISes to time travel, and all the other, this all fashion and thing. So what I'm thinking is Omega is the one who did the time travel, the Doctor is the one who did the thing about the regeneration, and then Rassidon was like the one in charge who was like overseeing things, who like created the like the link between everything. This is based on very limited knowledge of the thing, but it makes sense to me. And also I've seen Omega before. I've watched like a clip of the three Doctors. So I saw Omega, and you see him with the triangle head thing, but he's like he doesn't actually have a physical form. It's just like a wheel inside that thing. Yeah, so alright, so interesting. And so we will see how that plays into effect next episode. And we see here Susan shows up back again, and I assume that's gonna be of some relevance in the finale next week. Also saw Rogue. I don't remember how he met his end, but how that episode go again? There was this thing. There was the bridge. It was a Bridgestone type episode, and the Rogue was this person. He had the ship and everything. And I think Rogue sacrificed himself to defeat the villain. I think that's how it ended. Something like that. Yeah. And so that's how that Rogue went into the other dimension to save everyone. I think that's how that played out. It's something like that. So that's why he was calling from the other dimension, and we saw Susan. Right, so but I'm thinking about when the Doctor said, "Oh, I have a daughter. Do you know what that means? Is it related to Susan? Is like Poppy Susan's mother? Is that how it's playing out? I don't know. That's just wild, because we never seen the Doctor's children or child or whoever. We've only seen Susan, and she is by all intents and purposes his legitimate granddaughter. And so he's saying Poppy's real. We know Poppy's real because she was in Space Babies. and now she's real here. So are we to assume this is like a manifestation, a physical manifestation of that memory of Poppy? And so now she's real, and then her daughter is Susan? I don't know. It could make sense. We don't know. Possible. Keep it in mind. Right, and then we have Belinda had remember I was saying Belinda had seen a future vision of Poppy. So that future was bleeding through. I think is that because it was on Earth? Is that why? Because they were on Earth but in the past, but because they were on Earth and not in space, so that bled through, because this was being timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff. She saw the future version of the future of what hadn't happened yet. Yeah, because of the reality thing, blending thing of the Barba's whole thing where he was collecting the stories, and because of the story, and because the wish, Conrad's wish is a story, so bada bing bada boom. I don't know, it makes sense to me. It could, if you think about it, it kind of fits. So yeah, but yeah, so nice episode. Could have been better, could have been worse. I like the concept, and it would either be worse off for next week's episode, or even better for next week's episode, because it's a two-parter, and so obviously you can judge two-parters each individual episode by its own, but you have to watch them together to get a full really rating of the entire thing. You have to watch them together to get a full proper rating. But yeah, set things up nicely for the future. We see the Doctor is plummeting, Mel is disappearing, Poppy and Belinda's mom are in trouble. Belinda is out of the safety veil. Ruby and Shirley and that other lady, they are also like, oh no, and whatever, and so we'll see how that plays out. And yeah, so everything is revolving around Desiderium, or Desiridium. I think that's it. Yeah, Desiridium, the god of wishes, and that's how the Ronnie managed to turn the mother and the children and the father into different things, because she wished them to be so, and she had the god of wishes in her grasp while she did it. Okay, it fits, and you could it clocked when that baby was a god when they did the giggle thing. But yeah, so the seventh son of a seventh son of a seventh son. Okay, all right. There's something to that, probably in like lore, folklore, and all the thing. But I'm not delving into that. I'm just taking it as a given, right? And so outside of that, Conrad. The last thing I'll touch on is the Doctor being having lived so many lives and having so much experience and being an alien and all of that. He's doubt being the final crack, because you have all these doubts racking up. We see people have supplies of cups. We see lots of cups and whatever has been broken because people keep having doubts, because the world wasn't made 100%. The witch isn't 100% powerful enough because it's just a baby, and also that's probably deliberately done. Also, it's Conrad, and Conrad is not a bastion of a person. He's just a weak man, and so it's not that. So the world isn't fully there, and so people are obviously gonna keep having doubts, and that's why they were saying about the racking of the doubts. There's like, oh, it's soon happening, and so the doctor's doubt being the biggest. It makes sense that that's enough to bloom the entire thing. I get it, but right to Conrad, and we see Conrad is like with people who are. We saw him. This is why they picked him, because they saw how he was what his type of world that he want is not like about. It's just about the men being like superior and some misogynistic ideal in his mind, and so with that he wished the world to be in the image that he wanted, and so women don't work, they're just housewives, and if you are a woman who's working, you are like undesirable and whatever, you're going against the grain, you are trash and whatever, all of that. And so that's why they chose him, and also because he's weak, so that's why they chose him. Also because of that, because they chose him and how he sees the world, how he sees what the world should be. People who you can't actually like kill anyone in the world to make this world, this new wish world thing. So because of that, the disabled people and others, like they are not fully in that world. And also that contributed to the doubts, because they have doubts too. So that just racked up more doubts, because they can see that this world is not, because the world doesn't see them, they can see that this world is not right, and so even they have more doubts than okay. All right, Russell. Nicely done there. Not your best work, but holding judgment. I like it so far, so we will see if it pays off next week, but I like what I see, so keep it up. But yeah, so those are my thoughts so far. I like the episode. Like I keep saying, next week you'll see how it plays out. And Human Nature, the Family of Blood, that's the episode, that's what I was referring to earlier in the episode, where the name John Smith. We also saw, and that's the name he used when he was like in the past and stuff, and his life was in the whatever and everything. And he also used that as when he was meeting Sarah Jane again in that Bat episode thing, and Bat episode thing, and also he used it in Classic Who, but I haven't seen any episode of it. I haven't seen many episodes of Classic Who. I've only seen like episode 1 and like a couple other episodes after that. A couple episodes 1, like 2 and 3, something like that. I don't remember. Definitely episode 1, an Unearthly Child. And I've seen a few other of the episodes scattered, but not many, less than 10. But so my knowledge is mainly like seeing clips and whatever and like reading like fan stuff and whatever, and it's like what people have said, so and like thinking it back. So yeah. And also you've seen me watch the Doctor Who movie, right? So I've also watched the Adventures in Time and Space, right? So that informed some of my knowledge with like Susan, and like they're replacing William Hartnell, and that's so they came a regeneration and all that. So yeah. It's a lot, and we'll see how it works out next time.